Whiskey Thoughts is the part of the show where we each take a shot of whiskey, we bare our soul, and we let you in on the MMA-related thoughts of two degenerates, that is us. The whiskey of the week this week, I'm taking Burnside. Manny's taking some Woodford Reserve. We video our whiskey thoughts each week. We post them on our Instagram at the Simply MMA Podcast and our YouTube channel as well. If you want, video yourself taking a shot of whiskey, giving your own whiskey thought, DM it to us, and we will share it. Manny's going first. Down the hatch it goes. What is your whiskey thought this week, good sir? Tough one, huh?
Mine this week is more Conor McGregor stuff. You're lying if you say that you are not excited for his return. You know, sometimes I see the comments online and people are like, I'm not gonna pay 65. I don't care with this guy. Yada yada. Win, lose, love him, hate him, you're gonna want to watch the fight. Everybody's excited for the fight, even if you don't like him, even if you're mad that he punched an old man and threw stuff at a bus. He is the most exciting, most polarizing person to ever grace the octagon. And for me, I cannot wait for January 23rd. It's one of those fights where we don't have enough of them. I'm trying to think of the last time. I know the last time we got up during a fight was the Figueiredo Moreno fight. But the fights where you have to stand up before when the lights dim and the music comes on and
you're nervous.
Oh, exactly. And that's what I miss, and that's what McGregor brings. And so my whiskey thought is just how excited I am for January 23rd. How I wish it could just skip forward 12 days, and I'm gonna be nervous from now up until then because.
Preach.
Because I love him.
Yeah, it's feeling I get watching like Nate Diaz, your guys, when your guys fight.
When like you're real, and just like I said, plus it means so much more because you know all the haters, you know the people online and people waiting for him to lose so they can talk shit. And so like it's just the magnitude of like we obviously love UFC, is my favorite sport. So having the most exciting moment happen in your favorite sport is like, man, you don't get those moments enough, especially since he barely fights anymore. So. Yeah, really excited for the 23rd.
Yeah, and there's definitely a certain like atmosphere,
the energy,
different energy with Conor fights. Yeah, and there's gonna be some fans, so that's exciting.
Oh, when you hear his Irish music, so Foggy Do is what the song is called.
Well, my whiskey thought this week. Earlier, you were talking about watching the Expendables. And I was thinking back to just some of the MMA fighters. Is that wet mouth? Yeah.
It's brutal to have the headphones and just so clear that they're like that.
The wet mouth and my heavy breathing is not a good combination. But the MMA fighters who have crossed over or tried to make some kind of crossover into Hollywood, and I feel like they've mostly been terrible. But I was trying to think of who did the best job, who was like out of all the MMA fighters that crossed over to acting, who was actually the best actor. I don't know. I was thinking maybe Bas Rutten.
Yeah, he's a good actor.
He's actually not bad.
He's got some good acting chops. I mean, you might have to go with Bas Rutten. I just saw him in a movie recently. It must have been a Kevin James movie.
He's with Kevin James a lot.
But he was a good actor. Yeah, he's like funny. I mean, he's kind of acting like himself, but I thought he was a good actor.
Maybe we mentioned it before. Maybe Rampage.
And he was pretty good in Mission.
But he was also
it was crazy. He got on a big time movie with Bradley Cooper and Liam Neeson at the A-Team.
Yeah,
that's kind of crazy. But yeah, usually they're pretty fucking terrible.
Couture, as much as I love him,
the Expendables.
But I did love him in that movie.
It was great.
But the acting, it was what it was. Talking about his cauliflower ears. I love that they threw that in there.
You're right. MMA fighters don't transition great to being good actors.
Not usually. I guess also WWE, those usually don't. I guess.
I feel like there's more of them. You got,
but there's
Rock.
definitely more of them.
John Cena's a pretty good actor.
The Rock. Yeah,
John Cena's a pretty good actor.
Yeah, I guess he's gotten better.
Yeah,
he was.
And there's no. I think they're actually. I think a lot of them are actually really good because maybe they don't get a lot of opportunities. Some of them are corny, but I think a lot of their job depends more on being theatrical. They're acting there. Yeah. So I feel like a lot of times you do see them there can be a little bit more believable. Sometimes the UFC fighters come off a little stiff, and which is like obviously they're not professional actors. But the WWE guys, they are professional actors. They get it. It's natural. Yeah, exactly.
I wonder, Chael might be good. Conor would probably be a good actor.
Yeah, Conor, he's good in his commercials. Some of
those guys that are more like outgoing, showmen, good shit talkers. Yeah. But that's our whiskey thoughts this week.